Hello, my name is Yemisi, and today I am very hungry. I am hungry not just for myself alone, but on behalf of so many other sisters out there, on behalf of the vulnerable children in Nigeria, who every day are being slapped in the name of Jesus, who every day are being tortured in the name of Jesus, while their parents watch and sing praises of the pastors torturing them. I am so angry, I really want to slap some sense into so many Nigerians. But I really want to slap some sense into a particular pastor who calls himself Bishop Oyedepo. The man that asks, "Don't you know who I am?" I guess by now we all know who he is. Yes, the witch-slapping child molester, Bishop Oyedepo. Some of us have seen the video of him slapping a young girl while his congregation members and was actually clapping for him for slapping a defenseless teenager. A defenseless teenager who was leaning right in front of him, while he, the big man of God, was actually surrounded by bodyguards. Yet, he felt he had to slap this young girl who was already on her knees. For what? For what offense? Because the big man of God accused the girl of witchcraft. And the girl said, "I am not a witch. I am a witch for Jesus." And that was enough reason for our dear bishop to slap this girl. Thousands of his members actually clapped for him. Was that insanity?
I'm not a witch. I'm a witch for Jesus. My own witch is for Jesus. I don't use.
You are a foul devil. Do you know who you are talking to? Foul. Where are you from?
I'm from Imo State.
Where did you join witchcraft?
I'm not a witch,
Who are you?
but I'm witch for Jesus.
Jesus has no witches. You are a devil. You are not set for deliverance, and you are free to go to hell.
Many Nigerians actually condemned. But then so many other Nigerians also came out to say, he's a man of God, he is fighting spiritual battles, and that's what he was fighting demons. But because of the poor economic situation, many children are blamed for the parents' situation. If a father lost his job, then it's probably the old woman in his neighborhood or one of his children that is using witchcraft. Of course, you're sure that the witch will be a woman, probably a young girl or an old wrinkled woman. What do we feel? We should continue to torture children, to torture women, to accept torture in the name of religion. Would any reasonable person actually justify that slap? You say he is a man of God. Probably she's even an orphan, living with some guidance. And of course, orphans are easily targeted as witches and wizards in Nigeria. You must have killed your parents. Maybe that's why your parents left you. Maybe that's why your parents died. And here you have this jet-set pastor. This pastor surrounded by bodyguards, slapping this girl. Many people applauding him for such an heinous act. Nigeria. Nigerians. When are we going to actually stop being blinded by religion? You give your money to these pastors, you pay your tithes, you worship them as if they are gods, That's not to say there is a God anyway, but you've deified them enough to make them gods and hearts. You watch them maltreat your children. You even allow them to maltreat you. Where is law when you need it? When is order when you need it? And where is common sense? Definitely that is one thing that seems to be in short supply where religion is concerned. But I have seen many people calling themselves activists for Jesus. Probably Bishop Oyedepo himself goes around thinking he is some fancy warrior for Christ. So what if somebody says she's a witch for Christ? She is a witch for Jesus. Is that so inconceivable? It doesn't go down well with the jolly pastor that he had to really slap the girl. I grew up in Nigeria and I've witnessed this a lot. From experience, I know it is a common practice. You go to many of our beaches in Nigeria, it is a slaughterhouse, it is a torture house, where many pastors take the vulnerables in the society, beat them up with brooms, try to get them to confess to some imaginary witchcraft. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in demons. I don't believe in your God. But that is beside the point. If you claim you see a demon that other people cannot see, if you claim you can see imaginary beings and you can talk to imaginary beings, fine, as far as I'm concerned, you belong to an asylum. But then, if you see those things and you don't hurt another person, that is your problem. But if your visions, if this your belief, if this your seeing imaginary beings means that you have to hurt another human being, another person, then you are crossing a boundary. Even if this young girl voluntarily kneel down before you for deliverance, it is still not a license to torture her. It is not a license to assault her. It is not a license to batter her the way you did. If you've seen demons that only you can see and you want to fight spiritual battles, then wait for the demons to come out of the body. I don't think demons are protected by laws anyway. So if you want to fight the demons, by all means fight your spiritual battles. By all means fight your demons. But do not assault a human being in the name of fighting your imaginary beings. You have the law. You have the Child Rights Act. You have the dignity of person. You have the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Going around slapping people because you are seeing demons is not acceptable behavior in any civilized society. Yes. You take your children to the pastors. You take them to the religious fanatics who collect your money. Is your child responsible for the economic downturn, for the removal of fuel subsidy that is going to affect your life? Is that wrinkled old woman in your neighborhood, on your street, really the one responsible for you losing your job? Is that young orphan who has just had no choice but to move in with you because she lost her parents? Is she truly the one responsible for the fact that you have no money in your account? Your pastor tells you she is a witch. Your pastor tells you your child is a witch. Your pastor tells you your mother is a witch. Your pastor even tells you your wife is a witch. You allow your child to be beaten up. You allow your mother to be beaten up. You allow your sisters to be beaten up by pastors who claim they are doing it in the name of Jesus, who claim they are doing it for your own good. Nigerians, Nigeria, you owe that young girl an apology. You owe every Nigerian an apology. You bragging about a young girl, slapping a young girl. You, a man who has many bodyguards surrounding you, yet you're bragging about slapping a defenseless young girl. You are a sick, perverted man. You are a sicko. And actually you belong behind bars. You wouldn't even be making another video bragging about how you slapped somebody and the person was told in the witchcraft kingdom that the person has to come back to come and beg you, Because when you slap somebody, that is the end. And some people actually swallow this stuff. I just can't believe this. And Nigerians really that. Oh, I don't even know the word to use. I know common sense is not that common, but really, are we really that in short supply of common sense in the name of religion? Bishop Oyedepo, you like slapping, huh? You like slapping vulnerable young girls? You like slapping wishes? Oh, well, maybe I'm an activist for Comrade Jesus. You know, I'm a wish for Comrade Jesus. Now, maybe we should engage in a slapping match. What about I slap some sense into you in the name of logic? Oh, maybe you like to slap me in the name of Jesus. Yeah, a slapping bout. Oh, maybe a tax for you. Maybe you like to cast out some demons. Huh? Cast out some demons in me. What you've done is a crime. Nigerians should be ashamed. Those that are supporting and applauding you should be ashamed. You've assaulted a girl. And not just only you, Pastor Bishop Oyedepo. Many pastors are assaulting vulnerable people in the society. We need to speak out against battery and assault in the name of religion, whether in the name of Jesus or Muhammad or Shango or Ogun or Oya or whatever. Let us rise up to speak out against this assault. I would have expected the Christian Association of Nigeria to come out and condemn this act. But of course, they are all guilty. The Pentecostal Federation of Nigeria, the Christian Association of Nigeria, the pastors, the Aladuras, they are all guilty of the same thing. Every day, every minute, every second, they are assaulting somebody in the name of God. They are committing a crime in the name of God. And of course, women are always their victims. You grow old, you're a witch. You are a young girl, you are a witch. You are a pretty young girl, you are a mommy water. Because you hold the Bible. Because you did the slap and the beating and the torture in the name of God and you think that is right? No, not in a sane society. No, you don't do that. Bishop Oyedepo, you're going to answer for your crime. And this goes to all other pastors. Beating up young girls, beating up old women, beating up mentally unstable people in the name of your God. You really are going to answer for this. And you're going to answer for it in the name of law. We're going to bring sanity back into that society. Your religious bullshit won't wash up in a court of law. And Bishop Oyedepo, you want to do some slapping? Why don't we do a contest then? Yeah. I slap you in the name of common sense. You slap me in the name of your Jesus. Huh? Now let's see which one is more real. Logic or your Jesus? Yeah. I'm gonna slap some sense into you. Starting now. Watch that. See you in court.